Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The two of you on the end will be sharing a microphone, okay? Thank you. Well, we want to welcome you back to the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship first round post-game press conference featuring the victorious University of Illinois this evening. Coach and players, congratulations on your victory tonight. And the format of the press conference, Coach, we're going to ask you for an opening statement first, and then we will follow with players for the three student athletes. Coach?
Just want to give credit to Creighton. We knew this was going to be a really, really hard game. As soon as I saw their name pop up, I'm like, we got to guard all that action. So, but since Monday, we've been preparing for it. I think our defense was just unbelievable. They were locked in. These guys get all the credit. They executed the game plan to perfection. And we struggled the first 2 days of prep, and we struggled, but they kept at it. And the last 2 days of practice, we were elite guarding it, and I thought we were today. So our goal in losses, they make 7 threes, and we held them to 6. So that was a big key for us, was trying to hold them under to 6 or 7 threes, and we did that. And just every single person that played for us made plays. I can go down our whole list of the 6 guys that played. You talk about toughness, only playing 6 guys. They were resilient. They've been resilient all year, and this group deserves it. I know I wanted this so badly for this senior group, and they wanted it pretty badly too, and went out there and got it done.
Thank you, Coach. And just a reminder for those who are joining us virtually on Zoom, if you do wish to ask a question, make sure that you use the raised hand function. We will begin with questions here in Austin, and we will start with Mark Rosner from the Associated Press. Question for Mark. For Mark, we'll have the first question.
Thank you. For any of the players, Coach was talking about how hard they are to defend and stopping the threes. What makes them difficult, and what were you able to do to limit them to such a low percentage?
There's not a lot of teams in the Big Ten that run an offense like that. They're very 5 out. They basically are all guards. So you don't really see that a lot in the Big Ten, so it's not something we're super familiar with. We knew there was a lot of screens, staggers, flares, all that sort of stuff. So just really getting the reps at it, I think, and just kind of being able to see it for ourselves. And I think that's where the 4 days of prep really came in, is we got used to it after a while, and I credit our practice guys. They did a great job of preparing us for it. They were running it 10 times faster than Creighton was running it tonight. So I think that really, really helped.
Anything else from any other comment from the other 2 players? No? All right. Great summation there. All right. Now, next question, if you could just identify yourself and your affiliation, please.
Joey Wagner with the Illini Inquirer for Kendall and Jen. This is the first postseason win in 25 years. How do you sort through the emotions of what that is, and why was this group able to do that?
It's a great feeling. I'm just so blessed to be able to be that team that did it after so long, and just how we did it. How we've been doing it all year. We just been doing it together. We've been connected, and it's just been such a fun time. I've enjoyed this whole season. So just to know that we are surviving in advance and this is our last game is just a blessing in itself.
I just feel like it's kind of a testament to the season and how it's gone. We fought through a lot of things this season. Playing low numbers, injuries, and different things like that. So I really just feel like it's kind of a testament to the season, and it's just it's so rewarding to kind of be able to see that, and especially for Dal and I, who were here before, and Jen and Makira and Bryn when they came in. I mean, it's just a complete 360 of this program, and it's really cool to see and be the team, like Jen said, be the team that's doing that.
Now, please identify yourself and your affiliation first, please, before asking questions. Thank you.
Joe Vizzelli from the Champaign News-Gazette. Just for any of the players, just the accomplishment when you think about it, did it measure up to what you would have envisioned when you get a chance to get an NCAA tournament win?
Yeah, honestly, I like to say that this is a dream come true, just being here first, but then getting a win, something that we worked hard for, is really rewarding. I definitely think the game exceeded the standard of what we thought it was going to be, and it was very fun to play in it, and I'm just really proud of us.
Sam Ferris from Fansided. Kendall, your first year here, you won 7 games, and now you've won a postseason matchup for the first time in your career. What does that mean for you, and what did it take to get your career to this point?
I mean, I think it's huge, and I think it's a great way to kind of like tail off the end of my career is to getting some wins in the NCAA tournament. And, I think it's just the work. And, obviously I transferred in my sophomore year, and we weren't very good, but I saw potential in this program, and I had the resources, the people, the support. So we could turn this program around. And, we got Coach Green in here, and it happened a lot faster than I think anybody thought. And, we brought in, all the right people, and from, staff to players, and it's just everything's gelled really well. And it's been so fun to be part of the team that's changing it and see it develop in front of your own eyes. Like, you're not, sitting back and watching. You are the one making the change. So I think that's the coolest thing.
Cedric Golden, Austin American Statesman, Adelia. Now that you guys have broken that 25-year drought, how hungry are you to maybe spring a big upset potentially against the #1 seed?
Yeah, we're very hungry. It's all about surviving and advancing, and we want to keep playing, right? We're not done yet, and we're really excited for the next opportunity to get into the Sweet 16. So we're super hungry, and we're really ready for it.
Kirk Bowles from the Houston Chronicle. You like to rebound, don't you?
Just a little bit.
Just a little. If you do play Texas, then are you rooting to see Texas? If you had a preference?
I mean, we'll root for whoever wins. We're going to be prepared for, any team that we come across. So we'll see after tonight.
And they've got a noteworthy front court. I was wondering what that challenge would be like, and have you seen them play?
I haven't really watched them much, but we're going to get to watch them a little bit. And I feel like, the whole Big Ten season is full of loaded front courts. So I feel like it's just kind of, to Bryn and I, it's just kind of another game. They obviously are very talented with Madison Booker and their fives. We'll take care of business, and we'll, watch film, evaluate. But we do know they're very talented in that area. We're excited for the matchup, and we look forward to the opportunity.
We have time for 2 more questions. We'll start here. Name and affiliation, please.
Asia Kopp from W Swish. I just wanted to piggyback off of his second question right there. I know you guys are excited to move on to the second round. It's something to celebrate and be anxious about. But what are some key things or adjustments you guys are going to have to make in order to make it on to the next round after the second?
Yeah, well, I will say we have the best coaches in the country, so they're definitely going to prepare us and give us what we need to do. But we know we're kind of a smaller team, so we know we just got to be physical. But we have really good principles with just the simple things, being a help, being a gap, guarding one-on-one. So if we just stick to our principles, we'll definitely be ready. But, yeah, Coach Green going to have to answer that question.
Go ahead.
You missed those 2 free throws, and Barry gets the offensive rebound and scores. What did she give you tonight, and what was the feeling to watch that unfold after that?
Yeah, I did miss those 2 free throws. It was definitely trying not to relive that moment, but it was amazing. Like, just for her to be a freshman, to have the poise to get in there and then finish, because she had like 2 people that she had to get it over, and she's been making plays like that all year. Like, she's a freshman, but we don't treat her as a freshman. Even Coach Green said, like, you're not a freshman anymore. So I think she's just rising above the level that we set for her, and I just can't wait to see what she does the rest of this year, but then also in her years to come.
Ladies, thank you so much for your time this evening. Congratulations again. We look forward to seeing you compete on Monday evening. Thank you. All right, if we can now direct some questions to Coach Green. We'll start with Sam here from Fansided, please. If you just pass the microphone down, thank you very much.
Coach, every game for every team is a full team effort, but with all the injuries your team has suffered this year, what has it taken, and what have you had to pinpoint to get your team to this place?
Our players, the resiliency, the toughness. I said, when you go through hard times and tough times, you either can pull apart or you get tighter. And this group is just such a special group. We just continue to get stronger, more together, more connected, and just continue to really just show the toughness, the resiliency. That's what I want this program to be about. I talk all the time about being tough and, fighting through stuff. And this year is just a great example of life. Life's not always going to go the way you want it to go, but what are you going to do? You're going to sit and feel sorry for yourself, so you're going to get right back up and keep fighting. And that's what this group has continued to do. And it's just And you know, even all of our guys that are out, I mean, I was looking in the bus and they just keep walking by. I'm like, she's not playing, she's not playing. We got like 8 people that aren't playing, right? We got 6 that played. But every single person is so 100% in. They're all in. I mean, everyone. You see our bench, the energy they bring every day, the communication. This is a whole team effort. Even though only 6 guys play tonight, we need every single person, and they've just been amazing in terms of their energy level and the engagement and the buy-in.
Next question.
Joe Vazzelli from the Champaign News-Gazette. Shauna, just to be in another fourth quarter game, but then to finish it off this time around, just how rewarding for the team, and do you almost feel like it was going to be this kind of game?
Yeah, I knew it was going to come down. You know, I knew this game was going to come down to the fourth quarter. I thought it'd come down to the last battle, that last 5 minutes. And you know, I talk all the time. We work our fourth quarters, our last battle, every single day in practice with the scrimmage, and I give them different scenarios. We lost our last 2 games, and we lost them because of our last 5-minute battle. And we were not going to lose that. And everything we've been talking about for this break has been about finishing and learning from our mistakes in the Nebraska and the Michigan game. And even in the timeout, I kept telling them when it was it was 5 minutes left. I'm like, we just did this yesterday in practice. I had us up 5 with 4 minutes left yesterday. And we talked about just doing what we do every day, and just really proud because we did what we did tonight in the last battle, what we've been doing, and when we went on that 8-game winning streak. We made plays when we had to. We made stops when we had to. Every single person did their job, and we finished.
Shauna, Joey Wagner, Illini Inquirer. What's the 25-year thing mean to you, and to do it with this group, the ones who either followed you or stayed and bought into your vision? How do you navigate those emotions?
Yeah, everything was about finding a way. If for me personally, like obviously I want to win every game, you know that, but this game was really, really important. It was really, really important. We came here to get to NCAA tournaments, to compete for championships, and this group, I wanted this group to be the one that won that first game in a long, long time, especially after the last couple games of just being a little disappointed. But as we all know, when you get to March, everything's new, and that's what we just kept talking about the last couple of weeks. So yeah, this group is special. You guys, you've heard me talk about them all year. I personally just wanted it so badly for them, so much, and it feels really good to get it. There's steps to building a program. There's steps to building a program when you take over a program that, again, was really, really down and out. 25 years is a long time. It's a long time. But now we want it to be the norm.
We have time for one more question for Coach. Kirk Bowles, Houston Chronicle.
Assuming Texas wins, and that's always a big assumption, do you feel like you'd be the underdogs in a packed arena against the co-champs of the SEC?
Oh, yeah.
And how do you pull off a win like that?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to obviously be the underdog, and that's okay. We've been the underdog really all year. I understand it's hard. It's hard to in the women's game to make a Sweet 16 because you're going to have to pull off a win on someone's home court. I've done it before as an assistant coach at Dayton. We had to beat Kentucky on their home floor in front of a packed place, and it's hard. It's really, really hard. But the good thing about that is there's no pressure on us. I mean, there's no pressure at all. Everyone thinks that we're already saying Texas is going to win, and they still haven't even played the game right now. So they're going to think that everyone's going to think Texas is going to beat our butt. So that's fine. Texas is really, really good. Obviously, Vic does an amazing job. They have guards. They're big. It's going to be a really tough matchup if that's who we play, and we're going to have this place will be full cheering against us, and we're used to that in the Big Ten. We go and we play in front of 10,000, 14,000 pretty much every night. So I'll worry about Texas, or whoever. No disrespect for William and Mary. So we'll dive into them tonight and into tomorrow. And I want our players and to them to just enjoy this win tonight.
Coach, thanks so much for your time this evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and congratulations again on the win tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Folks, we're going to